Today, I thought it would be nice if we talked a bit about VR games, particularly VR games that use hand tracking opposed to controllers, meaning that you don't need a single controller but your hands to do them. And two of those games come to mind, at first thought, rather, at the top of my mind. And those are, well, they're two different games. If you want to check either of them out, there will be links in the description below where you can get both of those games if you so wish. Now, the games in question are both going to be Drake, I believe that's how you pronounce it. The first action RPG hand tracking, I forget its full name. But yeah, link in the description below. You should be seeing some gameplay footage of it right now in the background. And the second game is actually a game called Jolly Match 3 AR or Jolly Match 3 MR. It changes its name quite a bit, but I'll put a link to it in the description below as well, because both of those are like literally you can just turn on the MetaQuest 3 and load up. No need to find your controllers and put the wrist straps on and what have you. You can just start to play. Just literally click on it and then play the game. And yeah, it's actually very fun to do. Now, those come to mind the most because they are some of the Drake is one of the first games that I actually discovered via VR. I believe maybe that one of the first, meaning actually maybe the third or fourth. But yeah. And Jolly Match 3 VR or MR, AR, whatever, I just discovered not too long ago. And it's very fun. It's kind of like a Candy Crush Saga type thing, or a Royal Match. I think it's called Royal Match. I don't know. But yeah, some say it like that as well. But I'm going to compare it to Candy Crush because I used to play Candy Crush back in the day. It was the whole thing. Anyway, so the whole thing is that you did it matching and you probably look like a crazy person from the outside looking in because you're literally just doing this, and over again. And then on the Drake game, you probably look like a crazy person as well because you're doing this and you can fling like a tiny fireball, and basically you're doing hand signs and whatnot, and it's actually pretty fun. I don't know exactly what B-roll footage you're seeing on screen right now, but it is very fun. And both of those experiences, they will literally, once you load into it, if you load in with the controller, it would say something like, this game supports hand tracking, use hand tracking. Now, with that said, do I wish sometimes that you could do both? Maybe a little, but only like at nighttime, because the darker it gets in my area, I'm in, and MetaQuest has sometimes had trouble tracking hand at night, but it's getting a lot better. Basically, the darker environment you're in, the harder the time it's going to have tracking your hand. But it's getting a lot better. Is it perfect? No. Is it getting there? Yes, it is. And in the future, I'll probably make more videos talking about more games as they come out with hand tracking, because I feel like, oddly enough, hand tracking isn't the normal in games. Like, it's not a regular thing that it just always done in games in VR as of yet. Which, I mean, it's kind of a shame, but also it's understood that you use controllers for video games. That's kind of a thing. But every once in a while, I do like the whole hand tracking thing. Now, that being said, there are certain games I could not see doing with just hand tracking alone. I'll actually also put links to these games in the description below. But like Synth Riders, I could not see doing, games like Synth Riders, I could not see being hand tracking only. And, certain shooting games, I don't even know how that would work. It would have to be like real good hand tracking if a shooting VR game could actually track the trigger finger and all that jazz. And yeah, it would have to be like super above everything, like next level good to do that. And don't get me started on Beat Saber. I personally have not, as of yet, played Beat Saber. Yes, I might be one of the few people that own a VR headset that haven't played Beat Saber at this time. Maybe by the time you're watching this, I will have played Beat Saber. I don't know, but as of recording this, I have not played Beat Saber. But anyway, I don't think I could imagine it doing hand tracking either. Or maybe I could. I don't know. I did not know. But I just wanted to make this video, give my thoughts on hand tracking in video games on the MetaQuest 3. I do think it's pretty cool. I do think that, like I said, the biggest limitation is low lighting and whatnot, but overall, I do find it very fun. That's something per se freeing about being able to just use your hands and not worry about the controller or the wrist straps or anything like that. But I digress. Let me know your thoughts on the matter, comment section below. And with that said, I will catch you guys in the future. Later.